Hi, it's Yvonne. Well, this is my kind of thrift store day. Smiley faces, have a great day. Okay, so it's raining outside. Oh my gosh, been raining for weeks, but that's okay. Again and again and again, I've said we need it. I'm at the Ark, the one by my house. So let's just dive in. Start with knickknacks. Now, on this one, I am trying to do a voiceover because this is the same one that you all said the last couple videos from this location. There's a ringing sound, and I think we finally isolated it. To the front of this particular arc has an alarm in that little cubby hole that's always buzzing. So I'm gonna have to do a voiceover, which I hate, but I don't want to waste this footage. Anyways, I'm looking at this piece of glass and I remember thinking, what is going on? This looks kind of cheaply made, but yet it's signed. But it was broken, so I didn't have to really worry too much. But it was kind of confusing for it being signed like an artisan piece. I don't really remember what I was thinking at the time, you guys. I'm just picking up stuff. Again, I'm canceled all the volume because I could hear the ringing on this one too when I turned it up high. So I'm like, that's what they're talking about. And apparently, some of you are really perceptive more than others, more than me, definitely, of that high pitched. And it can be a trigger. So I'm sorry about that. I didn't hear it, so it took me a while to even know what it was. Okay, so this was copper made. Wasn't in the greatest shape, I think I remember. So I'm just looking around. This piece here I kind of loved. It was from At Home, which is like a big, big store of nothing but like home goods stuff. Kind of like when you go to TJ Maxx. But I remember I backed up in a second and I was telling you guys, you know what though? I've been dying to have one of those vintage Space Girls, which were like $100, $200. And I haven't found one, even at one at the malls. And I remember thinking, that is so retro designed, even though it's new. That would look great as a backdrop whenever I can find my Space Girls at a price I can afford. I'll try to throw up a picture of what I'm talking about when I get done doing this crazy voiceover, which I hate doing, but I don't want to cheat you guys out of a trip or waste a video. So I'm just trying to remember what all I was saying. Yeah, I'm back to that thing. I'm like, I want that. I think I should go ahead and get it as a placeholder. Maybe it will help bring in the Space Girl dolls I want. And I was saying this is marble, and I tend to pick up marble slabs a lot, but that one wasn't in the great condition you can see. I might have talked about that dragon, but it had paint loss. And not an artisan piece, so I put it back. What am I going for here? Oh, I'm going for that horse. This horse, when you'll see in a minute, is I'm pretty sure that's Italian. Yes, I turned it over, and it wasn't an Austin Productions. It was made in Italy, set on art marble, and signed by a good name. I do think those pieces do fairly well, but that one wasn't in the greatest condition. And I think the price was a bit much, so I went ahead and put it back. You guys know I'm a super thrifty, cheap, sorry, super thrifty, cheap thrifter, whatever, reseller. Like, I really like things on the cheap in case they break or something. Okay, okay, I think I went back to talk to you what I just said of why I put that back. Okay, it was $8.99. Yeah, I think I'm going. Probably should, but it's not in the greatest of shape. But I wanted you guys to see it. Those of you that are trying to learn along with me, definitely look at these when we see them. The tag says "Made in Italy," and that signature on the side is the name. Can't remember it now. You guys will have to make a blow up if you are that curious and look it up. I'm going to try to keep focusing so I can do this voice. I just like things to be in real time, so I'm not knocking anybody who does voiceover on their videos. I just like to do it in real time, get them out as quick as possible. I'm telling you guys here, this is a, is it Burgon Lampier, something like that. I think we can get it focused here in a second. And these little oil burners are kind of popular and they sell for a little bit more money. I already have a few And that one was missing a piece. But just so you know, those sell for a little above average, like 30 to 60 depending on which one. And there I am, acrylic. You know, I love my acrylic. I bet you anything that goes in the cart. Love it. Surely I put that in the cart for $2.99. Probably going to keep it. I'm probably just talking about how awesome it is, how much I love it. Green eggs and ham. I think I've looked at that before. I just feel like $4.99 is a lot. It might have been on sale that day, but the paint's also coming off. It's probably what I'm complaining about. I don't even know what to say. Let's see. Going through dolls. I always just take a look. Showed you guys last video why. I showed you that $175 Japanese doll, the Big Eye Phantom Girl. Awesome. I think I picked this up going, this is usually elephants, turtles. Why is it Snoopy? I don't know. I think I'm getting ready to talk about that piece in the back that could be blue sky or clay art. A little bit of value on those sometimes. Depends on your buy-in, of course. I'm not a big fan. The soft ceramic, usually chipped. New owls, I'm probably saying. I looked at Mickey, didn't I? Have no clue why I rejected it. Oh, and this I'm saying, this is a piece of Mexican glass. And I'm trying to verify, and I think I did. So it kind of looks like Chinese glass, a little on the sloppy side or crude, but it's actually Mexican glass, which can bring a little bit more money than the Chinese glass, is what I'm sure that's what I'm saying. But it was $10 buy-in. So for not being Murano, of course, and just Mexican glass, that's still a little much. Although again, they sell for a little bit more than Chinese glass. There's a collector for the Mexican glass. This I remember saying, that's kind of cute. He's got a cat, but I wasn't happy with the size. Yeah, there I am putting my hand up. I wasn't happy with the size. Oh my goodness. Probably talked about those bohemian things. They're not the greatest. That was probably resin. Oh, I miss the voice of me talking to you guys like you're there. I don't like this after the fact. You lose the excitement that I had and, all the little chit chat that I had to try to keep music down where you guys learn all these little secrets of my life. Oh gosh. I think I'll just have to stop filming at this particular one. There's plenty more to film at though, because I now know what you guys are talking about and it's not going to be able to stop. Looking at some more marble. I'm having to look at the shelves as if I was just seeing this, just like you guys are watching it now. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. I'm just looking around, seeing what things are. Probably chit-chatting. That was a baby jar that someone, upcycled. Baby food jar. If the flowers would have been in acrylic, I'm sure I would have got it. I'm going to talk about these. Yeah, those are like real pieces of wood. Cute little candle holders. They're very popular around here for the lodge look. And we have those trees here a lot. Smiley face, super new. I think I'm saying I already have one that I got as a gift. And I'm trying to be careful and just get vintage stuff now because the wait a minute. This Thrifty Rich Smiley Club collection is just like, wait a minute, I still said that wrong. Okay, I'm looking at enamel stuff. It was new though. It was a bar shaker. And so, okay, I'm gonna try that again. The Thrifty Rich Club Smiley collection is quite extensive. I remember saying, although this is musical and it's cute, this kind of baby stuff is very iffy. It's very iffy. The music box would help. And here I'm talking to Peter. Peter asked me about this in another video he saw, and so I'm showing him up close and I'm telling him that I was checking to see if it was Scandinavian from Finland, but it was giving me Mikasa vibes, and it was $9, and I just tapped out of it again. That is another acrylic piece that says Saipan. One of you told me how to pronounce it in the last video, and I threw in a screenshot showing everybody where it was because I didn't know. So I wanted to look it up, so I just shared that. That was the last video the other day. These are chipped. I'm looking at them again. I've looked at these for 2 weeks, and although I think they might have been on sale this time, the chipping seemed not even worse, not workable, not easily fixed or anything. I'm talking about this wick stuff that's starting to pick up an interest a little bit. I don't know if it's everywhere or if it's just online because so many other YouTubers are talking about it. And that was an old toolbox. I just felt like it was too much for the condition. I'm open to it though. I've bought a couple things like that before. I think this is where I'm giving you guys a scan, a backup scan for those of you that like backup scans. Apparently, I have switched aisles. I must have been saying hi to you guys again. Hi, hi. Now it looks like we're in the kitchen stuff. Let's see if I find anything I don't remember. Although this was just last week. No clue what I'm looking at. I might have looked at that Cuisinart thing for like my daughter. Oh, I look at this. This, I'm pretty sure vintage picture. I loved the optics on it. I wasn't thrilled about the color. It's a pretty color, but it's not the best selling color. It's probably what I was chatting about. I went ahead and put it back. I was trying to determine if this was commercial or artisan made, and I think I discovered it was a California pottery, most likely. I loved the brown and the gold metallic color splash. A little gravy boat or something. And I did put it in the cart for a while. I don't think I ended up buying it though. If there might have been one other serving piece that matched, or if it might have been a little cheaper, I'm pretty sure I put that back though, you guys, as pretty as it was. I'm gonna double check this glass thing on the bottom. And I was saying elephant or turtle pattern, but it is very new. They didn't even seal the glitter on the bottom. I probably regretted picking it up, although it was beautiful, very contemporary, very low end, even maybe even Walmart low end. This I did buy. Beautiful. Now this is studio pottery. Beautiful, beautiful coloring. Only $3.99. I did bring that home. It's still in the bag, wrapped up, but I do have that. Probably to the booth because it's pretty heavy. I know that's Pioneer Woman there, and I'm probably complaining about not. I'd never buy Pioneer Woman. Not going to do it. I'm probably whining about how much I dislike Pioneer Woman and Temptations. So you guys got spared that little rant again. Gravy boat. I'm just looking. I don't remember. So I'm just kind of watching it like I'm watching it brand new as a viewer of my own channel. Royal Dalton. I passed on these because these are new. I think it might be somewhat of a desirable pattern, but it's just not my thing. It's pretty new. Thinking about the bags for little gift bags, but I think there were only like 6 in there, 6 or 8. And I'm like, well, that's not that great of a deal. This I did buy even though it was new. Because look at it. Somewhat decent name. Only $2.99. It's just adorable with the peaches. So that is something new that I bought. They didn't try to copy anybody. That's what I was saying, most likely. They didn't try to copy a vintage style. Just cute little peaches that does have a vintagey vibe as far as the trending. I liked the bamboo wooden lid. I don't know what to say about that. I don't remember what I was thinking or saying. I was wondering if that was an Odagiri spoon holder. I think I paused on it to really make a decision. Apparently, I have switched aisles. I'm waving at you guys again. So I'm back in the way in the back of the store now, and I could probably use the original audio, but here I am. I'm just going to keep talking. This is where I am going through all that because I noticed some vintage rickrack. Yeah, look, 29 cents, and it was 1969, I believe. So I went through and picked out all of the rickrack, and I was saying I don't know if Kristen Ruby is. She's been working so much lately. You might have noticed in the side chats that she says. So I think her projects are on back burner right now, but still, for 30 cents, I picked her up all of the 1969 and 70 rickrack. So that's what I'm chatting about here. You really can't hear the ringing back at the store, but again, I'm here chatting. I've got the voiceover recording running, so I'll just watch this with you guys and chat as best as I can about what happened. I put that back because it was just lace, but I liked that tangerine sherbet color. There I am, putting it in the cart. I'm telling you guys, I'm picking up these. There's no price on it. I'm saying if it's cheap enough, I'm going to get them. I put jewelry in there, and then I can just slip those into a baggie, right? And save on shipping for you guys. They ended up giving me those free, actually. She didn't want to, they were so busy at checkout, they didn't want to deal with calling anybody. And I was buying so much, and I'm always there. She said, you have these, Yvonne. These I'm talking about getting. These are dated 70, I believe. 70 or no, 80s. And they're vintage Rubbermaid. Yeah, 1990. There we go. Sorry. And that is a very popular, like, retro pattern for the 80s and 90s. And luckily, when I looked it up at home, I just did old school picking. I was right on track. Those will probably be about 15, 20 a piece. I love this color. I know it's probably straight from Walmart or something, but I loved that tray, that acrylic hot pink Barbie tray for display is why I bought that. I think it was like 99 cents. I'm just looking at little things that I might could use for shipping. I'm talking about googly eyes. They are in different colors. And that I already have a pack of googly eyes that I bought at a thrift of the black and white ones. And I wasn't sure if I needed a pack of colored ones. I think the black and white is better. Those were ended up being like little tacky studs. You know, you could put in something and you bend over the back. Always looking for new scissors. I go through them like crazy. Just looking through notions and craft notions, sewing and crafts. I think here's where I'm like, oh, kids section. Oh boy, here we go. I think that's what I said there. I was like, here we go, you guys. And I'm giving a pan for those of you that like a more like long distance view. I must have caught that out of the corner of my eye. I hope I turned slow enough. I remember going, look at this crazy thing. Looks like someone was trying to make a halter or a little curtain, and it was half price. So it's going in the cart. And I'm going to finish it somehow. It was just too cool. Make a cute little curtain or something. Why am I back at vases? I have no clue. Okay, I might be confused. Maybe we didn't do them yet. Maybe I just saw it when I was going through each section, deleting the volume for that ring. Because now we're back up front, and that ringing was in here. I remember thinking this looked like tango, but it was just a Chinese piece. So that's what I'm gibbering about there for you guys. And I was saying there wasn't much here, but that was kind of tempting because of the colors. That little ceramic trophy vase. There was no indication, no markings on the bottom. I feel like it was an older hobbyist piece. The colors were just classy, pretty. I always look at these, but I want the older ones. So I'm sure that's what I'm talking about there, that doesn't look like a real older one. and it had some serious water stains. I was talking about it raining when I was pointing to that fake ceramic rubber boot or ceramic fake rubber boot. I'm like, it's raining. I might need this. That was vintage. I don't know why I didn't get that green one. Must have been the price. That was a vintage ceramic planter. Yeah, I don't see anything. I probably talked about that being transferware. Just not that desirable. It looks pretty, it's vintagey, but it's not for a hardcore vintage person because it's not hand painted. Transfer. I don't see anything. I probably looked at that daisy ring maybe. Probably my common statement about baskets. The red wing is still there that we saw in last video. It's missing the lid. Someone commented though, although you couldn't get the 80 or the 60 to 80, you could probably still get 25 without the lid. All right, I've switched clips. Apparently I'm in the checkout and telling you if I added anything. I added some sunglasses. They have a new department or a new shipment of Foster grants. And I'm telling you guys, typically they were $3.99. Now this shipment has gone up to $6.99. That's quite an increase. I'm replacing the ones that I've been wearing because they're all scratched up. Those are my readers, 125 I'm at now. Not too bad. And then the other one were just sunglasses, but I'm sure I'm talking about the price hike, but that it's still worth it because these are higher end Foster grants. Okay, and I did tell you guys, I did give you guys too much information. I bought that somewhat retro Frederick's little robe, sheer robe for me. Then I was saying, or for Steve. But anyways, yeah, that was too much information. I'm gonna wash that. It's cute. It was just a beautiful, like dark periwinkle color, and I'm giving you an update on that. I am gonna get that, and that did turn out to be a wise decision. I think I'll have good luck with that. $1.99 a roll, worth about 15 to possibly 20. For some reason, one of them was $2.99. So I guess this is where I panned up and said goodbye to you guys, and that I hope you had a little bit of fun. Anyways, I had to do a voiceover on this one. I understand that sound for some of y'all. I totally understand when I turned it up real loud. Anyways, thank you so much, y'all. Bye bye.